talk about these relationships, right?
Hmm.
And relationship with family is obviously one, and you talk about your
Hmm.
uncle and your auntie and
Hmm.
whatnot, and you got involved with your dad getting into real estate.
Yes.
So when he got sick and kind of deteriorated, like
Hmm.
how did that affect your business?
That affected my business in a way that my business actually stopped, um, because that was my number one goal, is to make sure that I took care of him, make sure that my mom was straight, and then just learning the whole thing, because his was a slow decline. It wasn't a rapid decline. So every time I thought it had it figured out, then there was another thing. But the one thing about being in business is that all we do all day long is solve problems. So dealing with him in that, every time somebody gave me something new, I already had, a mental way to say, oh, this is a pivot. So now I need to do this. Now I need to get this information. So it really helped out. But what it also taught me was that I was no longer running my business as a business. I was just running it as a job. When I quit working, then everything stops. And so now, as I am revamping my business, I'm doing it with all systems. So now my systems will work regardless if I am available or not available. And so that has been the big difference since my dad has passed on, and me revamping my business, is my single goal is every time I go to the next step, I'm like, okay, how can I automate this? Or how can I bring in a system? Or how can I bring in a person that has a business that's going to be able to handle this function for me if I'm out of pocket? And so now everything is system. So now I'm actually going back and handling it as a true business.